Hey there, everybody. Had to sit down for this one. I want to talk about, is tarot dangerous? To me, the tarot is like the fool's journey, and basically we're working our way through the fool's journey, and it just tells you where you are on your journey, and you should be taking it as advice. I'm looking at a post here from a person who sent me a message, and I actually received several messages basically about the same exact thing. There was a situation where someone somewhere had been watching too much tarot, and they had some problems in their life. So I thought this person, again, I'm not going to say their name because I don't know if they, kind of want to be out or not. But anyway, they say something about the fantasy of tarot and getting stuck in the fantasy of tarot. Is it dangerous and things like that? And they asked my thoughts about it. And so, as I always say, I say this in every single video, pretty much, not every single video, but a lot, that tarot should be like the, cherry on top of your life. It should be loose guidance at best. To me, these are pieces of paper with pictures on them, and I do this for a living, right? So I love tarot, definitely. I love the imagery, but to me, I look at it as extremely loose guidance. And the other thing is that with Love Tarot, again, I have nothing against Love Tarot or any readers. Again, I'm not speaking out on any of the readers, but what I would say here is that I think it's very easy to get addicted to watching Love Tarot specifically, and because again, if you're dealing with a love situation and you're looking for answers, I think sometimes we kind of look for a certain answer. So, if you're in some sort of love situation, maybe you're watching a video after video after video, hoping that it fits your situation or hoping to kind of like make it fit. So again, to me, this is one of the reasons I don't talk about exes coming back for the most part. For the most part, I think we should move on, right? I'm cold-hearted, so I think we should just move on when we have an ex or something like that. So I'm not trying to gatekeep here. That's the other thing I want to talk about. There's like a lot of gatekeeping going on in the tarot community. It's kind of weird to me. I've always thought it's weird. There are readers who are like, only watch your sidereal sign. It's the only thing that's accurate. There's no such thing as timeless readings. Like I've heard it all, where all these readers kind of like gatekeep other readers. And I think that's why we have a lot of these problems in the first place, because it's basically a person saying, I'm the only one that's right, only watch me. It's kind of weird how in a spiritual community like this, everybody, like I don't think any other YouTube community is like this, I should say, where it's like nobody really is like willing to work together. Everybody kind of gatekeeps their channel and all this other stuff. So it's very weird to me. And again, I think it's one of the problems, one of the reasons we have a lot of problems in the world today, because people are like, I'm the only one that's right. You have to follow all of my rules. And so I'm against that. I think you should watch whoever you want to watch. If that's not me, that's not me. If it's someone else that you resonate more with, go watch that person. Do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to create like a gatekeeping situation here. And, so I think that's something that also you need to be careful of. But, back to the story, what I would say here is that can tarot be dangerous? Absolutely. If it creates a situation where it's affecting your mental health or anything like that, I definitely suggest stopping watching tarot. I have said many times that if you're like, especially after a breakup, I would not watch tarot, because your brain wants it, right? It feels good to maybe feel like you're getting answers and things like that. So I think as long as you're like limiting the amount of time, and if you find yourself going down these rabbit holes where it's like you're spending hours and hours and hours of time like watching tarot and all that other stuff, I feel that you should probably limit your time and limit the amount of videos that you're watching, then go do something else. It's like you have to get your mind off of it. One thing that I would also pay attention to is, again, if you are looking for a specific answer, if you're watching like, 10, 20 videos, that to me says that you're trying to get something to fit your situation. That to me is kind of like saying you're looking for the person who says, oh, this person wants you back, or this person is expecting you to come back, and things like that. And so I responded to this person here. And I basically said, what I'm saying now, that I believe that this is, that it can be toxic when you're getting into these situations. I get a lot of comments from people who say that my predictions never come true. And, that's fine. I'm not making a statement about comments, but I don't make predictions. To me, this is guidance. It's not a prediction. It's not saying like, oh, this is going to happen. It's just saying this is the energy that possibly exists. You're going to have to put the work in to get to the next place. So I feel like that's how we should be taking tarot. I feel like we should be looking at it as loose advice at best. And plain and simple, if it's consuming your life, I would, go do something else, right? There are plenty of other things to do, like get a hobby, or, go work on yourself or something like that. I think, and again, I don't do the breakup stuff because I think after a breakup, we should be working on ourselves, improving ourselves, and making ourselves the best version of ourselves. You can always tell who the toxic person in a relationship is in the first place. It's like after the breakup, the person that works on themselves is not the toxic person. The person that stays the same is a toxic person in the relationship. So, to me, I think that it's better to probably either, watch 1 or 2 videos. Again, I understand that I do think there is some help there. Like, again, if it's making you feel good or if it's making you feel hopeful or whatever, that's fine. I think sometimes after a breakup, you're basically breaking an addiction, of the person, or you're looking for answers. And I think, watching 1 or 2 videos or a few videos, and then, I would try to, break out of the habit and go do something else. So again, I want to stress, I don't think any of the other readers or anyone that reads love or anything like that, which, again, 99% of them do, right? I think I'm the only person that doesn't, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with those readers. I don't think they're doing anything wrong. They're just putting out content, and, they're just creating content that people want to watch, which is fine. That's the whole point of YouTube. And again, I'm not saying that you should stop watching these people or any other readers for that matter, especially if you enjoy them. But what I do think, it's kind of made me think, this whole thing, this post, and again, several people contacted me about the same exact thing. So, it's kind of made me think, and it actually has given me some ideas. Some of those ideas include providing, let's see what this card is. Like, you have the 3 of Cups right here, on the top of this deck randomly. It's giving me ideas. Like, maybe I need to put out videos saying like, hey, if the 3 of Cups comes up in a reading, it's like, you might be watching a reader. They might say, this is an ex coming back, right? Definitely a card of a reunion, the 3 of Cups, right? But there's other advice that goes along with the 3 of Cups. Like, the 3 of Cups to me is a card of being a muse, for example, or having a muse, having something to work towards. So it's like, if this comes up after a breakup and you're watching another reader, they might say that there's a reunion. Nothing wrong with that. Definitely the meaning of the card. Absolutely, they're not wrong, right? But there's another meaning. There's another thing that you could do. It's like, yeah, okay, maybe this person's going to reunite with you, but what should you do when you get the 3 of Cups? Well, you should look for something to inspire you. Maybe you need to go work on another project. Maybe you need to find something that, maybe there is going to be a reunion. Maybe the person is going to come back, but with the 3 of Cups, it's like, maybe there's something you could be doing. Maybe there's a project you could be working on, like I said. Maybe there's, something that you could use to inspire you. Maybe there's some sort of goal that you have. Again, the 3 of Cups is about finding inspiration. It's like that was the Ace of Wands, by the way, which is a good card, but you have the 9 of Cups. Maybe you need to go soak in some energy, right? The 9 of Cups is about a wish coming true. So it's like maybe another reader says, oh, your wish is going to come true, your person's going to come back. But again, if you're looking at it from a Fool's Journey perspective or a Tarot Journey perspective, whatever you want to say, the 9 of Cups can say you want love, go experience love. But maybe you have to go pet a cat, as I always say, with the 9 of Cups, right? So it kind of got me thinking, I might do a series about each card really quick, just like I just did, right? Where I say, okay, feel free, like I said, absolutely go watch those other readers. But, this is another way you could take it. Maybe it's like maybe I need to create some sort of guide like that, where it's like, okay, these are the cards that came up, but these are the actions that you could take, because again, to me, the actions are more important with the tarot. So that's that. If you have any questions, feel free to put those down. I'm sure I missed a million things because I was just rambling, but feel free to put your questions down below, and thank you, and definitely enjoy your weekend.